education issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by Understood.org and the Ad Council.
There's a rumor going around that Tyler Perry and Oprah are beefing. Well, let me tell you about this. Tyler, okay, told Oprah, bitch, if you don't have my money, we're going to have a problem. Ooh. Oprah said, what is the problem? Ooh. You said if I don't have your money, there was going to be a problem. So Oprah is standing her ground like, bitch, I'm in charge. Yeah, you know, you may have a $250 million studio over there that you film all your shows and movies and stuff on, but I have
TGIW. You listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show.
Not really. It was just one of those. You think I'm here, but I'm actually not there. That type.
We're live. Welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on the award-winning BeExposedRadio.com. You're here with the newly back prodigal son, HL7 Azriel.
Grew the hair back too. I see.
I know. I need to get it cut again.
Man, don't feel bad. Look at my shit.
Oh. Ooh.
I mean, look at my joint. Yeah, you already know what it is. It's your boy Blizzard.
And then we have a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Yo, you already know what it is. It's King Zodiac.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so mad. I feel bad. I've been feeling bad recently because I haven't been here. I missed you and Naomi.
Yeah, bro. We miss you too, man. We been holding it down though, but it ain't been the same. You feel me?
Yeah, it hasn't been the same. I've been doing everything. I got a new same job, new everything.
Well, tell the people
else.
what you been up to, man. A lot of people been asking about you. They want to know, what's going on.
They've been asking about me. I tuned into one of the shows
about you,
too.
Bro.
So I've been, I got a new old job. I'm now the manager at Believe Marketing. Still same thing I was doing before, just a new position, new set of responsibilities.
Hit that bell.
What's that?
New set of responsibilities, I'm starting to really get into performing again. I got a email from the general manager of HAND Radio. He wants to put 2 of my songs into rotation, and he wants me to perform at one of their events.
Hey.
So it's on July 7th.
Where?
So yeah, it's gonna be pretty lit. And then there's another event I'm performing at. Zoe will be over there performing with me.
Oh yeah,
the
where
new
we at?
banger Icon. I'm not sure if you heard it yet. I performed it once.
If it's that joint that you was riding on,
yeah,
he was killing that joint. And everybody jumping in there. I was like, look at that boy, that's real rock inside.
But then I have Masterminds event.
Yeah, I'm at that one too. The cookout was
on. Yeah, that's about to be lit. It's a cookout. Everything gets you lit. Yeah. I won't give too many details here. You just have to hit me up for the cookout details because I don't want Miss Be Inspired to bite my head off. Yeah. But it's gonna be clean, adult, family fun there. So it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's been going on with you, Blizzard?
Too much, man. Shouts out to my bro Kid. We actually we on the BBK promo tour right now, so we got the show tonight, right around the corner at Charm Nightclub. Woo Wednesdays with Wisdom Core Entertainment, so it's gonna be dope. Judah Priest gonna be in the building from Wu Tang, so yeah. That's the homie right there. He cool for real. He real cool people.
Yeah.
Then we got a show Saturday in PA for autism. Then we got a show the 29th. We opening up for the Kid M in Hanover, PA. So that's gonna be dope.
Look at you, Blizzard.
Then we got another show in Detroit in August.
Ooh, you're pushing now.
Yeah, we all pushing. We all working,
pushing
bro.
now. I like it. But where can I get that antisocial? I've been seeing
antisocial.
And I told you I wanted one, but you never.
They've been AWOL lately. I've been hitting them up. But yeah, I got you.
Never got me.
I'm gonna make sure, even if I gotta buy it, I got you. Just cause, you know.
Right.
I'm a man of my word.
I'm gonna give you your money back.
Nah, it's all good. What color you want?
Black.
Alright. Black and what?
What are the options?
They got different options. I'll show you the Instagram page.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, I'll give you the Instagram page.
Because all I do is black. I'm wearing all black right now. I was hot to... Oh, my God. So...
Yo, it was hot like 8 o'clock in the morning.
So... what... So this is what happened. So earlier I was with Zoe and my friend Brandon, and oh my goodness, the whole process of what happened. So when he leaves my house, I go to the field. So I'm going all the way to Forest Park. You know where the Blackhawks field is.
Yeah.
I'm going over there from Edmondson, like down by Athol.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So I'm like, dag, I only have my bus money. I have like $4 on my card for the bus. Now, no station near me, so I can't go to an ATM and just pull out $4. So I end up walking all the way to Forest Park alone. It was like an hour bop.
Don't mind that, that's just me.
So in the middle of my walk over there, and I was mad because Brandon was like, no, I'm not taking that bop. I was like, if you are dedicated and you're serious about your money, this is nice territory.
You gonna take that bop.
Exactly.
You gonna take that bop.
He gave you a good option though.
And you know what happened?
Take that
He
bop.
was like, nah, I'm going down Beachfield. And then as I'm leaving, he's on YouTube looking up how-to basic videos, you know, the food stuff. But he did end up going to the field. So, but I take that hour bop alone. About 10 minutes, I reach the part where like I'm basically on the expressway. There's no sidewalk. I'm around. I'm on Security Boulevard. It starts raining. I was, it did start raining, and I was hurt. I was just walking.
What's up with this rain though? It's been like raining out of nowhere.
And it rained the most inconvenient. It rained just enough to soak me, and then as soon as I get where I need to go, you know, it starts lightening up. And then I'm like, okay, by then I don't even care. Like I'm soaked. I smell like today. All I've been remembering. I've been getting flashbacks of when I used to play football. You know how after you get home, you take off your pads and the jersey and stuff, and it just smells like water and sweat. Yeah.
That ain't cool.
It's not. But you know, I have no positive outlook on this. I don't know where to go from here.
Man, we got a dope show tonight, man. We got King Zodiac in the building.
Yeah.
Got my bro Big Steve. He actually is in the building, but he downstairs. But he be with us, son.
Oh, okay.
He got a lot coming up. He got a tour coming up, all that, his clothing line and all that. So yeah, we definitely gonna get into it.
We lit.
Yeah, we lit, man.
So, you know, I want to look at the live and say hi to everyone. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, man.
But,
salute to everybody tuned in. Salute to Sis Naomi. Probably kicking your feet up right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I had dropped a song last night, Purple Blood. I forgot to say something. And that shit's at. I dropped it like 13 hours. Oh, oops. Excuse me. Bell. I dropped it like 13 hours ago, and it's at like 3,000 views already now.
Oh yeah, we have to post that on the page.
Yeah, that's decent.
I saw that you did post that last night.
So you said the song called Purple Blood.
Yeah.
See, that sounds like a Raven song right there.
Yeah, I mean, it ended up being like, I ended up dropping it for Baltimore because this lady was talking. So she was like, you might as well drop that as a single. I was going to drop it on the mixtape.
I'm going to check that out.
I'm in Baltimore. I was like, oh yeah.
Where is it at? Is it out any?
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah,
all right, definitely. Yeah, definitely send me the link to that, man.
Oh,
check it out.
I'm going to put it on the Be Inspired page so that everyone can see it. Yeah. I really miss Naomi. Like, how are you doing, Naomi? I mean, if you're watching, say something. I know you're watching because, you know, you always support us. I'm trying to get on the page so I can see you supporting us. Oh,
yeah. Also, man, this past Saturday with my job, we did something dope, man. We did yoga on the field at Camden Yards. You saw that?
I saw it because my man's Devontae.
Yeah, Devontae. We was down there, man.
And Damon. Yo, they are awesome people.
Yo, they cool, man. I was with Devontae yesterday. He was playing basketball.
To be honest, I would work with y'all just to work with y'all, cause you're cool. Devontae's cool. Devon's cool. All of y'all are lit.
It's a whole family, man.
And then it's yoga. You might as well put me in there. It's yoga. I need something peaceful in my life to
Mama watching. What up, Mom?
Hi, Mama Zena.
We need some snacks.
That would have been lit.
It's all good, though.
She sends us some snacks. You know, she got the...
We ain't had no snacks last week. Nate was fussing me out. I was like, what? You only don't even eat snacks.
Yo, so
he was like, where's the candy? I was like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, usually we have candy here, but I don't know why.
What candy is?
It's a good question.
What kind of candy you use?
Oh, we usually get like sour candy.
Bruh, the sours and the sours.
We did get Warheads.
We did get Warheads one time.
We like get the sweet tart little tablets.
Yeah.
The Sour Patch Kids Extremes. Like, we be in here wired.
Oh, that's what I meant to say. I said Warheads. I don't even know what a Warhead is.
Especially, we gotta get some more of them crybabies. Remember that? Yeah. Them crybabies had everybody crying in.
Yes, but you need to have a Warhead.
Oh yeah, the Warhead. They really do make your head explode.
A Warhead is like, my mouth is watering just by the mention of Warheads. It's like that hard candy that you put in your mouth and it destroys the roof of your mouth completely. But it's so sour that you literally can't talk. Like,
alright.
Oh wait, isn't a Warhead like a sour hit? What?
No.
What you just say?
It's like a crybaby.
What's a crybaby?
A crybaby is like
a crybaby?
one of those little ball candies. It looks like a jawbreaker, but it's sour.
Bruh, that joint's so sour, it like literally make you cry, like tears come down your eyes.
Oh man.
Yeah, like Warheads. For real. But the Warheads, they
real talk.
Yeah.
Popped 2 Warheads at the same time, and I could not feel my
he
tongue.
Was gone.
Then
he put the what did he put the Warhead in the with the water?
No.
Was it some juice?
Yes, I put the Warhead into my
Warheads, boy.
Yeah, but we have a great show for you. So stay tuned, and you'll be seeing some and hearing some amazing things. Just stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular. It's getting that person money. It's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, yes. And I was thinking, like,
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
So you're your biggest asset. You have to practice self-care. Every entrepreneur has to practice self-care. You have to release yourself from toxic situations.
Explain to us real quick, what is a toxic situation?
A toxic situation is something that will control your mind, something that hurts you, something that you have to battle. Toxic, hurt. If you're in a toxic situation, if you get hurt, if you get pain, if you get struggle, right? And if your spirit does not align correctly, that may be a toxic situation. So when I say you make that jump when your values don't align, you make decisions based on your values. And if those decisions don't align with your values, then that's when you say no.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Successfully.
Live on Big Exposed Radio.
What can we do to negotiate successfully? It says silence can be a huge asset when you're negotiating or bargaining with someone. Most people feel deeply uncomfortable with silence, and they will do anything to try to break it, even if that means giving grounds in a major way.
That goes right back into the what was the other one where you just sit there getting somebody to give you more information?
Right.
You just sit there. And
that's along the same lines.
Yeah.
But I think that's easier said than done.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Because there is going to be the period where that person's just looking back at you. Now you got to try to out Jedi mind trick them, and then force them to break the uncomfortable silence.
I love the Jedi.
The Jedi, right? That's what I always call it, right? And break that. What do you think, Miss Janice? You think you can?
Black by Demand Radio Show.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, one with a home run, drove
hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much like you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that you're.
Then your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, are we live? Yeah. See, I knew it. I always do this. Yeah. I told you. See, I just caught it this time. But hello, everybody. You are back, even though you've probably been back for a good minute now, to the Be Inspired Radio Show on the award-winning,
say it with your chest,
award-winning BeExposedRadio.com. You're here with your boy, Azrael B. Jordan.
Yeah. You already snizzle your boy Blizzard.
And then we have 2 special guests in the building.
Yeah.
Yo, you already know who it is. Your boy King Zodiac.
What's going on? My name Big Steve.
Got Big Steve in the building now. That icy watch. Where'd you get that?
Where I get the watch.
What kind of watch is that? Because that's hard.
It's a Gucci watch.
Ooh.
It's a Gucci watch. It was a stupid investment because, I mean, like the resale value on it is nothing because it's all plastic. So don't ever do that. Everybody is listening. Don't get a plastic Gucci watch because they're going to sell it to you for a high price, but when you go to resell it, it ain't worth too much, bro.
I feel you. But so I've actually learned though it's wild because like I have just a plain gold watch.
Right. That's worth more than this when you resell it.
Facts. But it's like but in the long term, I feel like that watch has more value because of the simple fact if I go out in public with my gold watch and you go out with the Gucci watch, people are gonna be like, oh, who is this? You must have a Gucci watch. Be like, oh, I have a gold watch. We don't care about your gold watch. This is Gucci watch right here. It does ring attention because real talk.
That's how I caught my eye when it was sitting in that, in that little glass.
Yeah, because the first thing I noticed, was like that little emblem inside. It's like that little dark. I was like, ooh, it's crispy.
It's about 2 years old, honestly. I guess I've been keeping good care of it.
Yeah, you definitely have been. But so, this is the part where, I go in, I'll be going in and asking questions, but go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, I mean, my name Big Steve. I'm from West Baltimore. I'm a CEO/artist. I mean, I've been the CEO of Baltimore Records for like the last gazillion years, but I just merged my company with my man down in Houston. His name Fatboy Deezy, and now we got a record label called MGBRG Entertainment, and now you know what I'm saying, and we basically putting everything that because he got the same drive I got, and when you put both of the money together, it's not just me paying for everything like it's been all these years. You know what I'm saying? Like we could do so much more. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at with it.
So what does that stand for?
MGBR. Well, his record label was called Magnificent Grind Entertainment. Mine is called Baltimore Records, so MGBRG. So the Magnificent Grind Baltimore Records, and the G was for gang because I had a BR gang, like that was like a like something I was going to start pushing, but
for like branding,
everything kind of fell apart. Everything kind of fell apart with that, but who knows what the future holds.
Well, so how long? Actually, it's crazy because I was just having this conversation, but how long did it take for you, like, to really you going through everything to find that connection with your man's down in Houston and realize that y'all had the same drive?
I mean, how long did it? I mean, I've known Deezy since 2003 when I first started rapping. It was a guy from Illinois that got us together. Shout out Lil Bella. He just came home. You know what I'm saying? He got us together. He put us on a song together, and it's like ever since then, we just clicked. You know what I'm saying? And we just, we always stayed in contact. You know what I mean? And, that's when I guess I went to Houston the first time. Because he's actually from Louisiana. But I don't know what happened, but he moved to Houston. And I went to Houston the first time 3 years ago, 2015. And I think that's what really just got us to the point where, like, you know what I mean? Like, we could do this together. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, it's like once we got around each other and, you know what I mean? The vibe is just like, the vibe is everything. So,
Right, because I feel like it's so hard to find someone with a similar drive, especially these days, because like there are so many rappers, but there aren't as many people who are really serious about going and putting down all the groundwork.
Exactly. That's what I've been going through all these years.
I feel you.
That's what I've been going through all these years, man. And it's like if we would had the mind that we have now, that back when we first started, we probably, we'd be somewhere else. Yeah, we'd be somewhere else, It's crazy.
Now it's all just a matter of time. But we'll get more into who you are and what you do when we come back from this commercial break. Time is really flying. Yeah. But so everyone else, stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Exposed Radio.
Well, if you made them, take care of them.
Yeah,
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, but fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I am saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No, the fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Where am I now? Come back to me.
Yeah, you already know your boy Blizzard.
Yo, this your boy King Zodiac.
Big Steve.
Put your earphone.
And I am Azrael Uzumaki. I'm not sure if anyone gets that one, but we're just gonna. I should have put more thought into it.
It's all good. We got like another
couple intro. Oh yeah, so it's in case y'all are wondering, every time I came in, ever since Black Panther came out, I just started changing my name every single coming. I love Michael B. Jordan. So I was like, I'm now Azrael B. Jordan. Then I was, I forget some of my other names. They just came to me as I went.
I still ain't seen Black Panther.
I ain't seen it either.
Yo, what is up with y'all, yo?
I'm glad I ain't alone. I'm sorry.
I ain't never in a rush to see those type of movies. It's like kind of like if I get, you know what I mean? If I get like pulled into watching it, then I watch it and I be like, damn, I should have been watched it,
bro. So it's like, honestly,
the last thing on my list.
I'm not telling y'all to watch it for the culture,
right?
But watch it for the culture, and simply because that movie is lit. Like, oh my goodness.
Man, this one brother keeps bumping into me. I don't know how I keep seeing this dude, but I guess it's like the way the world work out or something, because this brother keep pulling up on me. Every time I'm walking somewhere to the store or to the house, he'll pull up on me. Hey, brother, make sure you check out Muslim Black Slavery. I was like, what? All right, cool. Then he put up on me a couple of weeks later. You know, I was walking, I was like, who is this pulling up on me? You know, again. Hey, brother. I was like, is this the same brother that was talking? He was like, check out Muslim Black Slavery. I was like, you hit me already with that, you know. So he just keep following me around, you know, with Baltimore and stuff.
That could be dangerous.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was like,
only thing
talking about Muslim Black Slavery, bro. What's wrong with you?
Only thing I can say to that is just look him dead in his eyes for a good second. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. I guarantee you, he will not say anything to you again. He will be so lost or be so happy. One of the two. But yeah, man, y'all do definitely have to see that movie. First of all, the soundtrack was beautiful.
Yeah, I heard the soundtrack.
Kendrick freaked that soundtrack.
I heard the soundtrack.
I didn't hear anything.
Until Future came on, it was hard. Until I heard the la-di-da-di-da. But then it grew on me. But, you know.
Like Kanye.
Poop did he scoop? Yo. Okay. I need to ask this. What do y'all feel about Kanye? I see you shaking your head. What do y'all feel about Kanye?
What do I feel about? I don't feel anything.
Kanye, I feel like Kanye in a state right now where, you know, I mean, you know, he just cocky right now with it. You know, Kanye don't care what he do. It's Kanye. People gonna listen to him regardless.
You know what to do to get the people talking.
Exactly. He did all this on purpose right before his album.
That's why I ain't paid no attention.
I feel you.
Y'all feed into it. You feel me? You're doing what he wants you to do.
Exactly. You are definitely right. Honestly, with that Poop Diddy Scoops, first of all, we all know Kanye was coming out with the album. Every time someone does anything straight ridiculous, they're coming out with the album. That's facts.
That's not on the album?
No, I don't think so.
That was a serious question.
I don't think so.
No,
it's not on the album.
I honestly have not heard his album.
It's not bad. Actually.
I heard a couple of.
It's not bad.
You know what I'm saying? It's not bad.
I just heard one song.
He trying to bring back how he used to be, but it's like it's still creative.
Yeah,
it is.
You know, it's different. Like it gives you a lot of anticipating.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what's that one song? I thought about
killing you today.
Yeah. That was
premeditated murder. I was like, ooh.
That was kind of twisted for real. I was like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, like Kanye has always been an innovator.
But look what he started. He got people hashtagging I thought about killing you on Facebook. And you know, I was like, who you thinking about killing? You just gonna post that?
Some red flags in the building.
Right.
But so back to you, Big Steve.
Yeah.
The first question I always ask is, how did you get your name?
Man, I was fat. Than I am now. You feel me? So everybody around the way be like Big Steve. You know what I mean? So that's where I got that from. The Bodymore just came from me starting I started the label word of mouth before I even was old enough to have a label. You feel me? So, and it's crazy that nobody stole it from me because I was talking about it, but you know, after the point, like people stopped calling me Big Steve and just called me Bodymore. And I wanted to, you know, like when I was going to get my name, like, you know, done downtown or whatever, and Big Steve was already taken, so I had to put the Bodymore on there. And you know, that's how whatever.
Okay.
So Big Steve in Houston, well, he passed away, but you know, I got so much love for Houston, I'm not gonna take it from him.
Facts. I respect that.
Yeah.
That's very respectable.
Yeah.
So what started you making music? Like,
what started me?
What started you?
I mean, I always was influenced by music, but I mean, I would say like I think pressure. Like it was a situation where like my mother like she went to the hospital and they said something about like she kept getting surgeries on her back, and it was like if she had another back surgery she wouldn't be able to walk again. And it was crazy because like I was sitting in the room depressed about that, and literally I've never wrote a poem or nothing, and literally I'm sitting there writing the whole 16, and like I didn't know if it was a 16. I was counting the bars on the notebook, and it came up to 16, and it was crazy. Like it literally just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And I was in the studio like 3 days later because my homeboy, he wanted me to rap with him all the time, and I'm like, bro, I don't rap, so I don't know. I'll write it for you. No.
No. Just no.
No. You know what I'm saying? And then like when I actually came to him with the raps that I was sitting in there writing, like he was looking at me like, because it was so advanced. He like, who wrote this? He like, he didn't believe that I wrote it. He like, who wrote this? But yeah, but I was in there. I was in there 3 days later. That was Street Legal Studios. He was in the basement.
Man, that's the old junk.
Right. When he was in the basement, man.
Actually, it's crazy because me and Zoe were talking about. He was saying that he actually had an experience to where someone had told him, "You're always an artist. It's just you have to realize you're an artist."
You have to realize it.
And that's facts, because I feel you when you said you just wrote it and it came up to 16.
I never put words together and they rhyme, and I'm like, it's crazy.
Because it's just like, and it even comes down to the way that you started writing. Like most people write as a form of expression. When you can't get your feelings out any other way, writing and music and poetry is always how it starts. And it's like when you're writing a 16, before you even know it's a 16, you know in your heart that it's a 16, right. Because it like has a natural ending point. Like you just feel this is where it should end.
This is the 16. It's crazy.
You were a rapper before you even knew you were a rapper.
Man, I see.
You just had to realize you were. And now see where you are. You can only go up from here.
Exactly.
So what's up with this tour you got coming up?
Oh man, he got my phone in my hand. I mean, in his hand. But no, I literally just got the dates. I mean, but yeah. I mean, we all over the place. We all over the place. It started in Pittsburgh in 2 weeks on the 5th. So Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Illinois. We up in Detroit, Houston, of course. We here at the Charm on August 3rd. That's the release date for me and DZ EP. We dropping. It's called 8687, and it's an EP. Got Hot Boy Turk on there. I don't know if y'all remember Chopper Style Chop. We got him on there. Who else on there? I can't remember. Free Bands Test on there. You know what I mean? And we just don't. You know what I mean? It's us. You know what I mean?
So like, how much work goes into preparing a tour? Because a lot of people just feel like tours just happen.
Well, I mean, with me, everything is, independent. So, I mean, like, I use the social media. It's such a tool, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm reaching out to different promoters and getting things together, building relationships in different cities and things like that. Because, I mean, like, I can go down south and get paid for tours while people in my own city will still be like, well, it's 50 to get on stages, like you crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why half of the time, like, I'm not performing unless I put the event together, because I'm not paying to walk on anybody's stage. I'm not.
Right, it makes sense.
I'm not, especially when I know I can go get money in these other markets. You know what I'm saying? If my market ain't here, I'm sorry. It's other places.
I mean, that's facts. People trying to force themselves into a certain market, and I feel like that's not at all what you should do. No. You have to find your niche. You have to find where you fit in. You can't just, like, there are people that cross markets, but you have to find your market first.
Right. Yeah.
Or maybe like a start-off market, your starting market. It's developed, because I'm from Chicago, y'all. I just felt like, it was cool in Chicago, but I'm sorry to say, I just feel more love in Baltimore just with the artists and stuff and just the connection, to be honest with you.
Be like that.
You know what I'm saying? That's just to be honest with you, man. So I just appreciate that for
real. Be like that.
To be honest, I realized that, and I tell everyone this because I started actually like learning marketing and promoting techniques for music. One of the biggest things you can do to promote yourself, stop performing in your own city. Because when you go up to like New York, you go down south, you go to other states, you are unique because you're not from there. When you keep performing, if you're from Baltimore and you're performing in Baltimore, people are just gonna be like, oh, you're just another Baltimore rapper, or they'll feel like they've heard it already, similar styles and everything. Same thing if you're from Chicago and you are in Chicago. No matter how unique you are in your art there, it's like there's always something that's gonna let them know like you're from here. So it's like as soon as you start traveling and going around, I'm up in New York, they will tell in an instant you're not from there, and they'll love you for your differences. And like most, and I feel like most people, there isn't anything wrong with having love for your city, but at the same time, you need to understand that you don't only need to live for your city. But hey, I mean, everyone learns in their own time, for real.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. I mean, I only probably perform here like once or twice a year, and it's usually something that I put together. And they usually turn out good though, because I'm not oversaturating myself by performing every week. Like, that's what we used to do. We used to perform every week, didn't we?
And I tell you about that. Look, you might too. When I first started, I used to perform every week until I realized, it's like, that's just like when you're trying to build a presence for real, you don't want to be seen every single day. People get used to it.
Nothing to miss.
Exactly.
They like, oh, I can see him next week. I don't even got to play today.
You gotta have some type of power. You can't see. I can't see you all the time, every single day. Why you think the CEOs, people be, fearing CEOs or presidents or whatever the case may be? You don't see them often. You see them every once in a while. Somebody celebrity, you see them every once in a while. Probably, what is it? That's Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? Just see them every single time. But when they do come out, everybody comes out. And God, it's not.
Yeah, we used to do like 2-3 shows a night. For real. We used to get it done.
And I feel like I had to learn how to work smarter, not harder. You feel? Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Not learning the business, man. We lost a lot of money, man.
I mean,
we lost a lot of money.
But real talk though, you have to lose something. Like you can't just come out and succeed. You do just have to get your failures out of the way.
Right.
But as soon as those failures are gone, you already know where it's going. But so the question that I always love to ask, because I love hearing stories. So every artist has that one point in their career, at the start of their career, to where they get the revelation and they're standing up there and they really think, dag, I can really do this. What was your moment?
Well, I mean, it's like I have two different generations, you feel me? So like I say my first generation of me feeling that way was like, I used to work at Roy Farms out Ricerstown, like 06, I think. And I sold like 5,000 CDs just in that area. So like when it got to the point where like I was so popular, when I'm walking in Owens Mills Mall, like people going crazy like I'm a real celebrity. You feel me? Like that's what I'm like, you know what I mean? And then like my man Biggs, we was at a gas station in Ricerstown one time. He never believed what I was saying about how they was acting. You know what I'm saying? So like we at the gas station, there's a girl over there pumping her gas. He walk over, you know, with the CD, blah blah blah, and like she's like, oh my God, that's you. And he like, no, that's my man. And then she like walk over, can I touch you? And like, yo, he like, what? Yo, I'm like, yo, it's really like that. Yeah. It was really like that.
You said, can I touch you? Yeah. What?
It was really like that, man. And it's, you know what I mean? But I let that die down because of my mind got tossed all over the place, you know, real life. Then I had, my first kid, and I had to maneuver around that, you know what I'm saying? So when I actually got back into it, that was in 2010 when I got back into it full-fledged. It wasn't until 2015 when I actually had that feeling again, and that was when I did Soundstage. He was there.
Ooh, yeah.
Boy, is always there. You remember what that crowd looked like?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, before I went on stage, the performer before me, it was probably like, I say like 20 people in the audience. They called my name. I'm backstage. I got my people up there, you know, doing their little, you know, Big Steve. Big Steve about to come up, blah, blah, blah. I'm just sitting back there on some regular, you know what I mean? Like, so like the beat drop. I walk out there and I see it arm to arm in there. I'm like, what do you think about to come out? What's going on? But it was like you would have thought, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy.
Yeah,
and
that was loud.
Yeah. I'm like, people stopped smoking, they stopped doing this, they all ran to the you know what I mean? And that's when I got that feeling again. I mean, I almost cried, but I was like, nah. We ain't gonna have no DMX moments right now. But it was crazy, you know.
You know, it's great because you still seem so humble about it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm the type of person. I feel like I'm a chill guy. I love like being on the people level, but as soon as I have like that type of moment where people come up asking to touch me, people arm to arm in a place, I'm gonna be like, hey yo, I am God.
I felt like that at the time. I mean, I was young back then, so I probably was a, I don't know how.
I would feel like
I don't know how to edit that word.
But I don't know how, you know what I mean? But yeah, as I got older, you know what I mean,
it's just chill. Like, that's actually pretty cool though. Like, just being able to sit there and like just watch how much everyone loves you and loves what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's just so like beautiful. I would have cried. You're tougher than me. I would have broke down. I would have been like, you guys.
That is a feeling, man. And then especially like when they actually know the words and you see them saying, like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that throw you off.
That's crazy.
You have to pull a Kendrick Street. Just call a random person on stage and just hand them the mic.
Right.
And if they can spit that thing word for word, at that point, you know.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Because I had my daughter there too. My mom was there, my baby mama, my daughter was there, my oldest daughter. And she was supposed to come on stage with me. But it was just so many people, I couldn't even disrupt the show like to pull her up because I didn't think it was going to be that many. I thought it was just going to be easy, but they would have had to do that little, what's that thing with like...
crowd surfing.
Yeah, they would have had to do that to get my baby up on the stage.
Yeah, no.
To be honest, you should have crowd surfed. I've always wanted to crowd surf.
That would have been slick though.
Because at that moment, if they're really standing arm to arm, they have no choice but to crowd surf you.
30 seconds.
But we're actually about to go to break. We're about to dive into some other stuff as soon as we get back. But so everyone stay tuned so you can hear some of these stories. Stay tuned to the award-winning radio show, the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew.
Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child, and believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Russi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story, adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. You're here with you.
Your boy Blizzard.
I need time.
Zo, King Zodiac,
running Big Steve,
and the Archangel Avenger Azrael. I'm going with the original, the Artisan Angel.
Throwback.
Yeah, throwback. I'm doing terrible with names today. I'm drawing a huge blank.
It's all good.
It's not all good.
It's been a few weeks.
It has been. I'm rusty. I'm gonna blame it on my rust. But so, Big Steve.
Yeah.
Where can they find you at social media wise?
Bodymore Big Steve on IG. Bodymore Big Steve on. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Be Big Steve Music on Snap. Be Big Steve Music on Twitter. Be Big Steve on Cash App.
Hey,
send $1, send $1 million. I don't care, you know.
Yeah, shouts off the Cash App. But yeah, y'all should send money to his Cash App. Every dollar is helpful and it helps artists. Exactly. Be a savior. Any spare thing, anything you got.
And I'll shout you out on the next record, I promise.
There we go. You just got an exclusive from Big Steve himself. Yeah. Now, you know, I always like to, anytime before I switch topics off of a certain person, you already know what it is. All right, I'm sure y'all are familiar with Funk Flex.
What do you do?
Let's spit something. Let's go.
Brooklyn!
Come on, just
that's the last thing I thought he wanted me to do.
Just leave out those words.
I'm like, damn, you know, I could have wrote something.
Just leave out those words. Just anything that you have.
Oh man,
you got some clean stuff.
I do, huh?
Let's go.
You want me to rap about my ex?
Go ahead. I like stuff like that. Let's all get in our feelings, guys. Let's go.
What?
Give me a
Got some clean stuff. Heard some clean music.
Hey, you can't even look like.
I'm trying to look through my EMA real quick.
So I gotta look for it.
I'm trying to think of something that makes sense. That I can actually flip the cussing words. Oh man. What we got? Sheesh.
I love getting people to do something impromptu.
No, it'd be so dope if you would have said it before the commercial break. You know what I mean? I could have had this already.
Probably should have.
I know. You feel me? Sway don't be doing it like this. What's going on?
I mean, hey, everyone knows it's coming on Sway.
I know, right?
You go on Sway, you already know.
You already got like 3 of them written on.
The whole time Sway's talking, he is straight ask you questions. You're like, okay, cool, but when is this freestyle? Like what time is this happening? Because I know it's coming. Because you know, once that freestyle comes, that's all they're gonna see on the internet. They don't see any of the interview. Right? All they see is the freestyle.
Anything else but the freestyle, nothing else. You don't see the interview, what they was talking about, what day it was, what time it was. All these, and then you had what's my man name? Tory Lanez. I watched this video every single time that 9-minute freestyle he did. Ooh. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
I probably watched like 5 seconds of it or something.
My favorite freestyle.
I get bored quick. I can't watch nobody.
That's man. That's creativity.
I know he is dope. He is dope. I give him that. Give him that. He can rap and sing. Like for real.
Like he creative, bro.
Nah, for real. I like to work with him. I like to work with him for real.
Childish Gambino. I have his freestyles blow my mind. Childish Gambino did 2 freestyles. One was in the UK. One was on I think it was on Sway. No, I might forget where the other one is, but he was having a conversation with, it was Sway. He was having a full conversation with Sway about like music, how it is to be an artist. One point he was like, they're saying it's all about the moolah. We just trying to eat. You just gotta get your food up. And then
this was like 2016.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I do remember that. Yeah, because the girl, this girl was like, she was playing that.
Yo straight said, like I remember, he was like, what did he say? He was like, everybody's taking pictures, but when you're famous, you just see it again. And I was like, ooh. And since he said that, I don't like taking pictures because of that. No, I'm still waiting on your freestyle. Your time. I'm still waiting.
No, man, I can't. Worst thing, man. Like,
come on, man. You have time to find something. I'll wait. We have another.
Just bleep it out.
Bro, we got another hour.
I can't even, man. I can't think, man. I can't think. We can't look. How about we do his interview? How about he rap then not rap?
Got you.
That way I actually have my brain built it up.
Got you. I got you. I'm gonna leave you.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Yeah. I'm like,
I will not forget. I'm gonna get you.
All right. I got time to think now. It's on the spot.
Pressure off.
So, introduce yourself.
My name is Humpty. No, just kidding. So I'm from Chicago. King Zodiac. I've been out here in Baltimore for like 5 months, getting ready to be 6. Okay. I'm actually liking it for real. Made a lot of moves out here since I've been out here. I've been working on my mixtape for about a year and a half now.
Word. So what made you come to Baltimore?
It was tight, man. It was tight. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It was tight. Life brought me to Baltimore. But I'm cool with everything going. I'm just taking it one step at a time, man, and just, focusing on what I love for real.
Word. So, when did you start making music?
Oh man, I've been making music my whole life for real, since I was like 13. I always been a freestyler though. I never really, wrote songs or anything. I always just freestyle with my friends and stuff like that. And then, it came eventually to, me recording like little songs. I record songs like this little app I had on my phone. and I recorded in my closet. You know, that was little. You know, you record in the closet. You know what I'm saying? Make my little songs. I had a whole little album on this phone, on this app. Yo, and I ain't let nobody listen to it. The only person that knew about it was one of my homies, my best friend at the time. He was the only person that heard about it. He had sit in the car listening. We had smoked weed. He had sit in the car listening to me rap, freestyle for hours. This dude would just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I say, no, don't worry. He just enjoy it, or, you know, just listen to it. You know, but that, I don't know. I just like music, man. I've been doing it for a long time. I bumped in, I think, when I started taking it serious, probably about a year and a half ago, is when I started taking it serious, because I didn't know that I was a rapper, or, you know, I didn't know I was an artist, period. You know, I was just doing stuff here and there, same thing. You know, I'd be like, nah, I don't do that. I don't make music, bro. You know, until one day somebody heard me out in Pennsylvania. It was like, boy, you tripping. You know, so they put me in the studio one day after I started freestyling, and actually being the booth that Wiz Khalifa, you know, used to record out of when he came up. So I dropped my first track in there. I'm not gonna lie, you know, I was doing some stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing, but the track came out hard. You know what I mean? The track was dope. You know, and after that, I've been making music and dropping music ever since. I'll drop it, you know, the wrong way, left and right here. I'll put the wrong stuff out. But, you know, now I'm getting a little bit more profound in the way that I do things with the music, you know, and I feel like everybody noticed that for real. And it's I feel like it's paying off a little bit.
So when was the moment out of all of this time that you got the revelation, I can do this?
When I was homeless, sleeping on the train, sleeping at the airport every morning. You know, I wake up, I sleep in my King Zodiac hat, you know, in my jacket, you know, and like I said, I used to perform every night. And I remember every time I woke up, I would wake up at 6 o'clock on the dot, no matter where I was sleeping in the airport, yo. I'd be in a chair, I'd wake up, you know, and it'd be the whole news reporting team that was there would be standing right next to me, yo. You know, like one lady would be sitting right there in the chair, the other news reporter would be right in front of me, and they'd be standing like they want to say something to me, and I'm like, yo, I was just right here. I wake up, it'd be a whole bunch of people in the airport moving around. I'd be like, yo, get my stuff and just keep it moving. You know, none of the people at the airport used to say anything, but I knew at that time, because I felt like all the people in the airport knew what was going on with me, and nobody really said anything, because a lot of people, I feel like they believed in what I was doing, even though they knew what was going on, if that makes sense. I wouldn't have nobody try to kick me out, no nothing. Even the police came up to me one time. You feel what I'm saying? Just to try to figure out what my name was. You feel what I'm saying? Because I go to sleep, wake up early in the morning, and then dip out, go back to, you know, figure out how to get some money and move on to the next day for real.
That's a real grind.
Yeah, that's when I knew that this was going to be what I was doing, because I did it for 6 months straight. You feel what I'm saying? And I loved every bit of it. I didn't complain once. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you know, a lot of people didn't even know I was homeless. You feel what I'm saying? And I kept it that way. You know, now I'm not.
I feel like that is a serious form of commitment and dedication to where even your body like just wakes up same time every morning. And that's probably why they weren't saying anything to you, because from what I know, a lot of people just like they feel like people are just being complacent or they don't want to do anything. You were waking up way before people who are going out, like working basic 9 to 5.
I would go to sleep, yo. I would go to sleep because it was cold as, I want to say, I want to curse. It was cold as you know what outside, bro. This last winter that just passed, it was so cold. I had these little skinny tight jeans on, bro. And I swear I was freezing. I had tears rolling down my eyes one time, yo. And they had froze up. And I was standing outside and I was like, man, yo. I was like, I felt like I was gonna die. But hey, it was either two things. It was either I could die right now, or you know, I can wait until one of the stores open and get in the warmth. You know, everything was only temporary. I knew I wasn't gonna be homeless for long. That's the only thing that I was thinking about, that I wasn't gonna be homeless for long. So that's the mindset that I had differently than the other people that was down there sleeping on the train and stuff like that. I knew I wasn't gonna be that long because I wasn't gonna let myself stay that long. Right. I wasn't going. That's how I feel about that, though, for real.
You actually had the perfect attitude for it. Most of the things in life I learned is that it's just how you see it and how you go about it. Your actions match your attitude, not the other way around. So if you have faith in what you do and you're serious about what you do, then you're always going to end up where you want to end up.
Yeah, it's cool. It's funny too. You know, the same people I reached out to. You know what I'm saying? When none of my music were recorded. None of my music was recorded. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to. They ignored me. Nobody said nothing. You know, nobody even responded to me. Like I was a ghost. You know what I'm saying? These same people. You know, I had a song drop. It got 3,000 views. One of them had 10,000 views. You know, and now they in the inbox. Yo, my man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so funny to me because the type of dude I am, I respond anyway just because I'm like that. You feel me? But it's getting to the point now where that don't even fit. Like it just kind of sort of makes me upset for real now.
Oh, yeah.
It was cool at first, you know, but first I started deleting people, but then I was like, nah, I would rather everybody see it. So I started deleting everybody.
That's right. I looked at my block list the other day, like, what they do? I don't even know what they did to me.
You know, you'll forget, bro.
I swear.
Yeah, you'll forget.
There are only 2 people on social media because I don't block or delete either. There's only 2 people. No, there's 4 people that I've removed in my lifetime.
Yeah.
The only one blocked. My mom blocked.
You're crazy.
I erased my aunt. My grandmother, because it's Facebook, you know, they're the older family members. Anything that you say, they're like, oh my God, you're doing this too much.
I do feel that. I feel that, yeah.
And the only person around my age who I legitimately had to sit there and, no, I cannot see anything from you, this kid named Niles. I just did it. Yeah. Because you know how it was 2 days ago, I think, X died. So, mind you, I'm at work. And my friend is on Facebook. He's like, Teray, X just got shot. So I'm like, oh my God, because I love X. I'm like, yo, he's a dope guy, and I feel him on an emotional level. So yo was like, X just got shot. They're saying they've confirmed him dead. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm in my head. I'm kind of really hurt over this. So I go on Facebook. And, you know, I do have a lot of friends who are trolls. I have a lot of just friends who are jerks. But this one post, and this blew me because I'm big on artists during their death. Because people always try to act a certain way when an artist dies. One, they try to hop on and be like, oh, I was always with this person. Or they try to hype them up. Or they just speak ill on their name. And I'm just like, yo, when an artist dies, let them rest. You feel me? Just chill for a minute. Not even 5 hours after this man X dies, I go online and I see him say, he said, this is my last post about X. Ski Mask is greater than X. So do y'all know X's man Ski Mask? Okay, so yes, so it's just another rapper named Ski Mask the Slump God. So he makes a post as soon as X dies, not even 5 hours after, says Ski Mask is greater than X. So the first thing I do is I'm like, yo, can you let my man's rest? Like, he literally just died and you're already talking about some dumb stuff.
Some people just reckless, man.
Yo, he is. And then his answer is what killed me, because yo was like he was like, he said 2 things and they made me so mad it ruined my day. Yo told me, he said, well, X's career is over, so this is the perfect time to start comparing. So I just go off on him. I'm like, yo, right, because that's terrible. I'm like, I know for a fact, if one of your people's died and someone starts talking about some dumb trivial stuff, you would be mad and you would be ready to fight. So why are you doing this? You're disrespectful. His response was, I'm just a disrespectful person. Sorry to anyone I offend.
You act so tough on social media, bro.
Yo, and he's not even a...
You can tell by the way he said it.
Bro, but it's crazy because even people as reckless as 6ix9ine, his death made 6ix9ine sit there and really think about what he was doing. He was like, and he put out a video and said, yo, I'm done trolling. I'm sorry for my trolling, because X dying right then and there made me realize like what type of world we're living in, and I can't be doing that. And that's wild.
See, I knew that shit was a game. Excuse me. My bad. I knew that was a game. That's my second thing. Like, did I get 3 strikes? I knew that this whole thing was a game from the moment that it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. Well, not a game. I don't think others took it as a game, but I knew he was playing. You know what I mean? Because if you just think about it, look at what he's doing. He's not really doing shows because a lot of people looking for him. So how is he making his money? This man got everybody watching him on social media. Yo, like everybody, and he getting paid for that. Like he got the commercial ads, all this money that he steady making. He not doing shows like that because a lot of people looking for him. So how he getting his money? You got to think about how he getting it social media. All that trolling he been doing. He been doing this on purpose. You know, man.
Chief Keef.
Yeah. No, that was wild.
Wait, what?
Yes, he flew Chief Keef's baby mother out to New York, I think, and took her shopping, bought her a Gucci bag, and then called out Chief Keef. Yo, was like, this is how you treat a woman. He was wild. Yeah. I'm surprised he's not done. Like,
he wild. Yo.
Chief Keef banned from honestly, he is reckless.
Yeah. Oh man, you saw that thing, the footage that came out today?
What footage?
The footage of him in Old Block. He was supposed to be 10 o'clock, but the camera read that he was there at 3 in the morning. Yeah, it just came out this morning. They released the footage from the street camera. Yeah, he was out there. Look, he was out there for like a couple of minutes and literally got back in the look, and they probably 5 feet away from the van. Right. So they ready to go if anything happened.
Anything
we already
and then you see he had his hair tied up under the hat. He wasn't trying to be seen, man.
We already knew 6ix9ine wasn't about it after that first video where we saw him fight. Did y'all see it? He was outside the airport. Yes, it was 2 people pulled up on him. It was 6v2. 6ix9ine's people swung first and still lost. The entire time 6ix9ine is over here just standing in the back, running up behind his people like this. Pretending he's about to do something. Like, bro, if you don't go in there and do something.
17 or something like that?
No, I think he's a grown man.
Oh, for real?
21?
He still got a little chest ass.
But yeah, so please stay tuned to the BXY because this is not over. Stay tuned to the BXY radio show only on BExposedRadio.com.
Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united.
It's time for flashback.
Now I'm not gonna say all Aries don't know, but
It's just the one you had. When you look at the way other groups do with their children, like black people, our main concern seems to always be making sure they play football. And I like football like the next person, but the reality is, statistically, your child has a better chance of being an astronaut than becoming an NFL football player. So I don't understand the emphasis where we all just always so pumped up on football. Like when my son was a kid, every time somebody would say, "Do you have kids?" And I said, "Yeah, I got a son." The first thing out their mouth, men, women, whoever, would be, "Does he play football?" You know, and I'm like, yeah, but you know, like, is that the end of all means? Right. You understand me? Right. He plays football, and it saddens me because nobody's getting results out of that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, your child hot, he play football, he good in rec league and high school, and then he plays in college. He don't go to the NFL. That's few and far and in between. Then what happens? Right. Well, I'll tell you what happens. He's 30 years old with arthritis in his neck, in his ankles, and everything from going head up, cracking heads. You understand me? For 11 years, and he ain't but 32 years old, and now he's jacked up.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. You're here with Azriel the rapper.
Yeah. You already know your boy Blizzard.
Yow. Your boy King Zodiac.
Big Steve.
All right, so before we left, we were talking about this whole X thing and whether Drake did it or not. But so
Drizzy,
there were some. So honestly, when I learned that when looking at a crime, there are a couple things you have to look at. You have to look at motive, opportunity, and I forget the third thing. But the main ones are motive and opportunity. Now, X was going and talking about a lot of stuff. He was actually in a beef with Trippie Redd too, over something similar to what happened. Well, why people speculate that Drake did it. So y'all know the whole Pusha T Drake thing, right?
Yeah.
Pusha T spilled some serious tea. He straight you ain't hear what he said?
Probably. I mean, I probably heard it but didn't hear it.
Yeah, he was talking about Drake's son.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
About who his baby mama was, how he wasn't trying to take care of the kid. And,
right. Yeah. I heard that. Like, I thought you meant like something else.
Nah.
Like he was talking about like some.
Nah, but he came at him hard.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's speculated that Pusha T got some of the information from X. Now, that's very likely because, on the other hand, I just found out about a beef between Trippie Redd, X, and who was it? Who was someone else is beefing with? No, and 6ix9ine, I think it was. 6ix9ine is talking about how he has a conversation recorded about how Trippie Redd had relations with that Danielle Bregoli girl, you know, the Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah, the minor.
Right. Exactly. So like Trippie Redd says something about his charges, about 6ix9ine charges. So Yo was like, I have a whole call about you and her talking about you did this, this, and this. So then Trippie straight up said,
yeah, I did see a live video with her going crazy about it.
Exactly. So Trippie straight up said, I already know you probably got that video from X. But he denied everything, but he was like, but even if it was true, I was 17 when you did yours. You were a grown man. But he admitted, he was like, I guarantee you, if you drop that conversation, that recording, it's not you on the phone with her, it's X on the phone with her. So I mean, I feel like it's possible.
That explains why she was crying so hard.
Exactly.
Jeez.
So he was spilling a lot of people's business. Now we do know, and I understand your surprise. I don't think Drake himself did, because we know Drake is not about to go do that.
But he got a bunch of goons.
But Drake has goons.
Come on now.
Drake
do got goons. Go to Philly like that, can you?
And then
where's Drake from?
Toronto. Yes, and Drake is in
go down in Toronto. Don't let it get in.
Yeah,
it goes down.
Drake has goons.
It goes
goons
down.
on top of goons. Yes. So and it's crazy because we know Drake's smart. So Drake at the end of the day can sit here and drop a song the very next day, and you have nothing on him. Even if he blatantly, because he blatantly said it. I heard the lyrics. I went back and listened to it. He said SMS to XXX. When we shoot below the neck. That's how we get respect. So SMS, send my shooters to XXX in his song I'm Upset. SMS, send my shooters, XXX. Shoot below the neck. They shot him right in his chest. Why you keep shooting when you know that man?
They could have been Drake fans.
Probably. No,
yeah,
real.
They probably bumping that on the way up there. Like, look, this is how we gonna do it, right?
Right. And it was like so specific. It was like,
that's crazy.
Why you keep shooting when you know that man dead? That's the only way we get respect. I was straight like, yo, you are wild, because they shot him dead in his chest. Like,
and that's crazy.
Yo, it all adds up. I'm not with it. Like,
I never listened to the song. The video came out. I watched the video, but I think I watched it in silent because I ain't gonna hear the song.
Man, when I saw that, I was like, a SMS. The first thing I thought SMS was text message.
Right.
So I thought he was saying I'm texting my mans to go after, or texting XXX or something. But then I really see a breakdown of it. I'm like, oh, so this is what we doing now, huh? And I could not believe it, to keep it 100 with you. Like, it was wild. Yo, the game is a little too wild right now. People don't know how to chill and be civil. Like, you ain't have to do all that now. I'm worried. But now that you've had time to think, let's go, Zo. I'm gonna let you go first.
All right. So I'm just spitting. I'm just freestyling. It can be anything.
Whatever.
Whatever's on your mind. Written.
Brooklyn.
So I'm gonna give y'all something that's real cordial. It's called My Time. You know, this is something written within my lyrics. I love them. You take whatever you want from it. Some people don't know what the difference is. How could you split with your bro over differences? Mike be mad for Zoe. His story's untold. Mike started the goal, but Zoe finished it. Some wouldn't even believe I'm still in this. Some of you, it's softer than a clitoris. So I ain't hearing, uh-oh. Help me. I just really want to be well. It's my time, peanut butter and jelly. This is one for those who never felt me. Decisions. Driven. Now you ain't listening. Please don't be a hypocrite. I'm tired of people losing it over some little simples. Good riddance. Don't get caught slipping. Despite my flaws, swallow my balls. You just gotta whiff of these draws. I just married the beast, so my flow is the in-law. My soul is the wishbone. Vocals come out raw. Look, I know this is my time. I done been grinding my whole life. It don't take much for me to shine. I can see the future is so bright. I take 5 when I open my eyes to just sit, think aloud. I got a cuckold vibe. The clock strikes 6 and I'm feeling alive. I gotta thank God before I step outside. Zoba Photo get me in my right mind. Running through the house just cause I can't waste time. So many people wonder what goes on in my life. Head after head turning, walking through the food line. It is I. Hi, can I please get by? I don't really think the bus driver is a nice guy. Damn, I can't even leave the parking lot. Now I'm mad. I need to find me something to cop. Connected with my that's posted out on the block. He always hold me down. Ain't no reason to shut up. Oh. I know this is my time. I done been grinding my whole life. It don't take much for me to shine. I can see the future is so bright. And then I don't know if you want me to. I don't know how long I got.
Oh, we have 30 seconds
I got 30.
until
Let me
break.
rip this 30.
Huh?
Let me rip this 30.
Okay, go ahead.
I got the crown on my head, but I'm still down on my knees. I've been thinking about my past life sins, oh please. I'm frustrated, I'm claustrophobic, I need some air to breathe. Just cause you met me and seen me, that don't mean that you know me. Ain't nobody knocking down the place I got from my homies. These be killing me. I'm getting to this macaroni. This is to the father that raised me. I remember what you told me. I'm getting stronger and stronger. I'm breaking all these holdings. If you beef with me, the songs you send me, I will fold it. I know it's gonna be hard for you to catch metaphors I'm throwing. I be chopping about my life, something you just scared to show it. You can go and try if you want. I got verses that's open. I know you is scared to do it. You already know it. I'll put you to bed if you rapping that like Uzi. I'm coming at you. Bars are shooting at you like a Uzi. I'm sweating. I'm going hard, man. This right here is a doozy. It's crazy if you try to play me a goofy. I'm hollering in this. This is a 5-star movie. I'm highest. You would thought that I was cool. Only stupid people would take humble people as a nuisance. Classes and session for you that tried to school me on that trash that you saying will fool them but not fool me. These make a trash song and blow up on social media. To me, you ain't making noise if you ain't on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
That last one,
that was juicy. Well, y'all are gonna hear a little more from Big Steve when we come back from break.
It ain't gonna be that hard though.
So stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Just a Bit Outside radio show.
There is one glaring stat that I read about while watching the games over the weekend. New York Yankees went 22 straight innings with at least one strikeout.
Really?
That's a major league record for the postseason.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting statistic.
It is, you know, and then when you think about it, it's like, okay, you know, that, to me, that's like a big reason why, you know, they're losing right now.
Black by Demand radio show.
2 years ago. If you broke that bike and it don't work, that's on you, brother. I suggest you get that toolkit out back and then start working with it, right? Yeah. So my son's looking at me like, wow. And, I broke down to him how we had got fixing flat tires down to a science. You understand what I mean? Sticking the tube in the water. Right? Talk to me, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, critical thinking. And seeing, we look at that now and like kids, they not as, you know, they not as on hands like we were back in the day.
That's because nowadays you don't have to put the bikes together anymore. They can come assembled.
Yeah, everything's coming assembled.
In the store, they ask you like if you want it already assembled.
Right.
Back then, you just got the box with 1,000,000 pieces.
Right, and today I don't think they could work with that.
It's just like the thought process. Nowadays, you get a bike that's already put together. Now, when you were younger, you had to put this bike together.
You got to put it together.
And it basically closes your mind into learning how to do something. Now.
Yes.
Now you're giving it something. So, okay, you take this this is what it is.
Right,
So now
right.
we have to run with this instead of teaching the child, this is how you put this together so you see the result as this.
Right, right. Critical thinking. I like that. So look, not to cut you off, Mr. Denise, but let's go to our first commercial break.
You know, just us as a people, I feel like you should not feel good about that. I'm not quite sure why you would feel happy. Like that's the part I don't understand. Like I can appreciate the women feeling like, you know, they told their story and finally justice is going to be served, but I don't understand the feeling happy about it, or the thought that as a woman, which I've been hearing that a lot as I hear people talk about it, and I look at it on Facebook, and I've heard other radio stations speak on it. It's like you should as a woman feel vindicated, or you should be happy and proud, or you being a survivor of molestation, I know you should understand and be happy about it, you know, pro Me Too. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with, first of all, that I should feel any kind of way, and I don't find that doesn't make me happy to see a man go to prison, especially at his age, and basically for the rest of his life, and dealing with the fact that, you know, his own personal things, his daughter just died. Like, I can't be happy about that. Even if I feel justice is served, I can't be happy about it. I would just say nothing. I would just feel like, okay, we won, justice is served, and that it will be the end of in my opinion, my emotion. But the thing that bothered me is today, he had, after the verdict, he had an outburst. And the prosecutors...
Sunset Soul Radio, Thursdays from 7 to 9, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. You're here with Young Azrael.
Yeah. You already know your boy Blizzard.
Zo, King Zodiac in the building.
Body more Big Steve this time.
Yeah. We're getting the name changes out here. We lit. But what you got for us, Big Steve?
I don't know. It ain't too hard, but I mean, I rap a little. You feel me?
It's cool.
I rap a little.
Come on.
Me? I don't know. He kind of, you know, he discouraged me.
Come on.
He just, yeah, man. On the sideline, but really trying to get it up. Cause it's grind time. I'm trying to see a milli plus, but the limelight really kind of twisted up. But I'm fine, right? Really, I'm gonna get it done, right? I'm never gonna fold, never gonna bend. I handle my load. I watch how they profit off what you don't know. Them sneaks keep me grinding and carrying gold. I grind, I keep grinding. I shine like a diamond. These be lurking. I stand, cause dang, messed it up. I knew I was supposed to do that slow.
Cool. It's cool. Keep it going. Let's go.
All right. I say I grind, I keep grinding. I shine like a diamond. These women keep lurking. I stand confinement. I know how it go. Ain't found one to stick by me. I'm better off working and doing what I gotta and getting my family that Louis, that Prada. I mean, that Supreme and look cool when we pop up. Remember not having no food back in lockup, but God wanted better for do so. Just watching. That's it.
I like that. Ring that bell. Ring that bell.
That's a different Big Steve right
Ring
there.
that bell.
Man, look, it's being Be Exposed. I said Be Inspired.
It is. No. This is the Be Inspired Radio Show. You were right. See?
You know what I mean? I'm trying to inspire them, man.
Word.
I respect it.
I went through a similar situation he went through. I wasn't fully homeless, but when you go from having so much money, like I was getting over a stack a day at a point. You feel me? But from all of that just being ripped away from you, and you not having nothing, not even a car to get around to make some type of money, it humbled me. Like, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It humbled me so much. So you go ahead and you know what I mean? And I got an EP dropping, but it's not dropping until later on this year. 86, 87, that's the focus right now. Yeah, but you gonna hear a lot of that in my solo project.
I feel you. so many people I've met, it's like we would have conversations about things like that, and it's like when you have something and you lose it, usually from what I've seen, when people have their independence,
right,
and then it's taken away from them and they have to rely on someone else, that is soul crushing.
Oh man, and the crazy thing about me is I really didn't have nobody to rely on. I am the person that everyone relies on. So when I fall, it's like the whole building falls down. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I take care of my mother. If I ain't making no money, that means she's starving too. You understand what I'm saying?
That's so much
like
pressure.
My mother just had a stroke, so like she can barely get around like she used to. You feel me? So it's like I feel terrible. Like I can't do nothing for her. You know what I mean? And this was like, you know, it was a matter of months. You know what I mean? But you know, like slowly. You know what I'm saying? I took the slow route because I knew what the fast route did to me.
Right.
You understand? So I couldn't take the fast route. I had to take the slow route. My back was against the wall. But, you know what I mean? I got back to where I used to be. And I appreciate it so much more now. You know what I mean? Like all of the things that I didn't appreciate because it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's crazy.
It
like
builds character.
Oh, man, it's crazy. So, I mean, you know, I figured that was just a lesson. You know what I mean? Because I was probably getting a little out of hand. You know, like you were saying, like you feel me, like I was probably getting out of hand. You know, I'm on the beach in Puerto Rico. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you can't tell me what this. You can't tell me nothing.
It is always that point to where once you have money, it's like you start balling, and then it's like
crazy.
Just goes straight down. I remember mine. I spent over $500 in on Uber in less than 2 weeks. It was those weeks I was catching the Uber
you was stunting.
Caught it every night, every day. Spent over 500. My friend Brandon ended up spending over $800.
Just personal Uber. You need a personal Uber driver.
Yes.
I need to rent a car.
To be honest though, and I was mad because I was too young and I didn't have my license at the time, so I was just like, you know, I'm just ball out with Uber.
Right.
And then it went downhill, and now I learned to manage my money, and I appreciate it a little more, and I learned how to stretch it when I need to. But all of those,
it's crazy.
That's all
that,
part of the
you
process.
know what I mean? And that's the biggest part. You know how they say no regrets. But I mean, I do, because at the end of the day, all of that money that I went through, I ain't put nothing aside. You feel me? Because I'm like, I'm going to get it again tomorrow. You feel me? So I'm like, I don't need, you know what I mean? But that's really
exactly how it is.
That's really the you know, the lesson. Like, no matter what you make, you know what I'm saying? You make whatever for the bills, but all of this spending money, put like 20% of it away. If you know that that's your spending money, just, you know what I'm saying, put 20% of it away. I'm not talking about the bill money. That gotta get paid.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like, you know, like, all right. So you get paid like, you know, a stack this week or whatever. You know that your bill, you only got paid like $300-400 this week. Put like $200 away. Put $150 away. Don't even think about it. Every week. You know what I mean?
Yo, that is real talk. Like, when I was in high school, I was telling my friend's cousin this because she's like heavy on buying snacks. I can tell you right now, with the money that I spent on snacks in high school, I could have bought a car outright.
That's crazy.
like real talk, spent over $20 a week.
Yeah.
On snacks. For 4 years straight.
Add that
Since middle school. Yeah. Grandmother gave me $20 like every week, just in case money. First day, blow it all in snacks. It's like saving money is something that we have to be taught, like, as a people, because no one teaches you how to save. They just, you know, tell you not to spend your money, and they don't really like explain anything to you. Because throughout my childhood, my version of saving was my mom took my money and I never saw it again. And so, like, real talk, like, so all the money, can you pull this up? It was either spend it or don't see it again. So I started spending it, and
I was just steal it out your pocket. My mother used to do that.
No,
I go to sleep with $60. I wake up with 40. Like, hey,
Look, I know what I went to sleep.
My mom finessed me. She was like, she finessed me hard. She would pull, and I remember my 13th birthday. I went to Great Wolf Lodge. I was like, I'm turning into a teenager, so I'm going on a trip. So we go, it was either 13 or 16. So my friends give me like each one like gives me $20 or something. So I end up with like $60 to $100. So she's like, you know, Teray, you don't need to be holding this while you're running around doing whatever. So here's the wallet that you bought. Here, put it in this wallet. So then like a couple of weeks later, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to get this. Hey, Ma, where's my money? She was like, what money? She was like, I was like, the money from my birthday. She was like, no, you had that. I was like, you're not about to do this. You took it from me, and you said you were gonna hold on to it. Never got it. She probably left it there, or she spent it. And then at other times, and then after that,
about some what money? She just deboed
the famous excuse. All the time too. Anytime that I would get money, she would say, "Okay, Teray, I'm gonna hold it for you," and then I'd be like, a week later, "Hey, Ma, where is my money?" She'd be like, "Oh, you mean that money that you got last week?" "Yeah. Well, you know, we went to McDonald's the other day, so I wanted McDonald's." So that $6 meal equated to me losing like $20. What?
Right.
How did that add up? Like, honestly, if you were honest to me, I would have gave it to you. Right. But like, come on now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like as a people, we just need to do better. It starts with us, you know.
Right.
Because we can't help the previous generation. It's too late.
Of course, man.
Just has to go up with us.
Exactly.
I felt manipulated.
Nah.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Cause
I say something about my money, and my mother just hit me with the, "You staying in my house, right?" It should just hit me with that. "You staying in my house, right?"
The nigga, like, come on.
You be wanting to say no. You feel me? Yo, I'm like 13, 14. You feel me?
I hated that. They would always say, you know, I give you this, this, and this. I put a roof over your head, food in your mouth. You should be grateful. Okay. And like as I got older, I started realizing.
Of course, as you get older. You know
what I'm saying? No. Screw that. As I got older, I was like, no, pause. You're not about to finesse me.
No, because I'm like, as I'm older and I got, you know what I mean, my kids now, and you know, I'm doing everything for them. So if they, you know what I mean, if they get a job, of course you're going to help out with something. Like with something.
So I am grateful.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful. Right. But one, I would have just preferred the honesty, but it's also, I don't like how when they try to sit there and they try to make you feel bad because they decided to go and have a kid. I didn't ask you to give birth to me. Like I told my family chef, they'd be like, you know, you gave, I put this, and I'm like, okay, so because you decided to have a kid and you decided to take responsibility for your actions, which you preached to me, so now it's my fault.
You're crazy.
Because you wanted to do what you wanted to do. Like, honestly, that never made sense to me.
I hope my daughter never say that to me.
No, I
just hope she'll never.
Because, like, real talk, though. Because it's true, like it's different you just saying, hey, you know, I do this for you, but you trying to make them feel bad over it.
I feel what you're saying,
right? Because
but I feel the other side too. It's just like you know, you just like
I mean, yeah.
Because I understand. That's why I don't never do jury duty, because it's like they both got a point.
Being an adult, you know what I mean? Me becoming an adult recently, you know, I realized the hardships of being an adult. That's why I cannot knock any parent, because honestly, right now, I know I cannot be a parent. I don't have the patience. I don't have the time. That's a grind. Mm-hmm. So first of all, shout out and respect to all the parents out there, because that's hard work. But I just couldn't do the like guilt tripping and everything, because like they will always try to guilt trip me. Like, come on, just be real with me. Like, you can have a conversation with me.
If I hit one more, I held you for 9 months.
Exactly. And that's like because all things are blamed on the kid when it wasn't the kid's choice to be there. Like, cause a good portion of my life, I was like, to be honest, if you're complaining so much about me being here, you know, we can go back in time, you know, try to fund this time machine and go back and fix the problem.
Right.
But, you know, before we go though, drop your social medias one more time.
Okay. Bodymore Big Steve. If you Google me, I'm up to like 50 pages now, and that means something to me, even if it don't mean nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? Bodymore Big Steve. Yeah, and I'm on all the streaming services too. I would really hope that everybody go on Spotify though, just cause they pay the more. You know what I mean? Just go on there, leave it on repeat, go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'd appreciate it. But other than that, Bodymore Big Steve on IG, Bodymore Big Steve on Facebook, B Big Steve Music on Snapchat and on Twitter.
Yo, you can catch me at outside. Not just playing. You can catch me at King Zodiac. I spelled differently, a little differently than the usual way to spell it. King, obviously King space Zodiac. That's ZODEYAK. Zodiac. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you know, Twitter, everything at King Zodiac. Just dropped a song last night too. That's probably at like 4,000 or 5,000 views right now. So go check that out too. You know, appreciate y'all. I'm out.
Well, this has been, and make sure you tune in next week. It's always so fun. TGIW. Oh, okay, we have one more. Okay then. Yeah, well, stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com with, you can go first, Blizzard.
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying
already
to think.
know your boy Blizzard. You know.
Yo, your boy King Zodiac.
Bodymore Big Steve.
And King Azrael. I'm taking it.
Taking it. So disrespectful. He's gonna take my crown off my head like that.
But I forgot to ask you the one question, and we can take our last couple of minutes with that. Where did your name come from?
Well, my name actually kind of sort of generates around Jesus. I don't know, for the people that do, like everybody in here, you know, I keep them on my arm.
Blasphemy.
Jesus actually is, I don't know if everybody knows, I rock the number 13 a lot. You know, I used to write it on my boots and stuff when I was homeless and stuff all over my jacket. I got a song actually called 13. I took it down off YouTube though. It had a few thousand views on it, but it was too personal, so I took it down. I just don't want, you know, it to accumulate a lot of views. I was like, nah, you know, so I took it down now.
my buddy had at one point, he had sent me this link. He was like, do you know, like, where did you get your name from? I was like, it actually came to me in a dream. The name King Zodiac, I thought of it, then when I did my own research on it, I had found out that King Zodiac, Jesus was the king of the Zodiac. He was the 13th Zodiac. He's the center of everything, the sun. There's 12 planets. The 13th one, he's the king of the Zodiac. So when I read that, it informed me that his name means light. So to me, King Zodiac means light. It ain't that I'm the crown. I ain't gangbanging or nothing like that. It means my name is the light. And that's what I try to keep my music in the lane of, to kind of sort of inspire people, so people can feel my energy. I don't really make, I could probably make a, club banger, once or twice, in a while, something like that. But I rather stick, because my whole point and goal is to have people feel me. The only way I know how to have people feel me is through my voice, so I try to, put emphasis on my vocals and stuff like that, and make sure that, I got my own unique sound. That's what I try to focus on the most. And I owe a lot of respect to my people's Purple Wall Street, though, for, helping me mold that.
That's what's up.
Type of respect right there.
Yeah, man. But my name changed like 3 times. I used to be Mad Mike, Medical Mike, because I smoked a lot of medical weed. Then I changed it to Young Visionary, and I was like, it's too many Youngs out. That's when Young Thug, Young Scrappy, all of them was coming out. I didn't know Young Scrappy, Little Scrappy. So I ended up changing it. The last time I changed it to Mikey J. I seen a brother on Facebook named Mikey J, and I was like, that's it. I'm not thinking about a name. And then out of nowhere, King Zodiac came to me. And actually was King Zodiac. I was actually looking through a list of serial killers. I'm not a killer.
The Zodiac Killer.
The Zodiac Killer happened to be what number?
The 13th one.
He was the 13th one, so it made me do a little research on him.
To be honest, each time you say King Zodiac, I think of the Zodiac Killer.
That's where the name really originated from. I looked down the list. 50 Cent had pulled a name from the Machine Gun Kelly, picked a name that wasn't his name either. There's a few rappers that took names from
Who the real Machine Gun Kelly? I know that's way off the top.
It's like a white guy, some mass murderer or something like that.
I thought he was Machine Gun Kelly because of the way he rapped.
No, he took that name.
1 minute. You know what I mean? Like, all I'm thinking about is a machine.
But it suits him, though. You feel what I'm saying? And I thought, the Zodiac Killer, I just changed it to King Zodiac because I didn't want to put Killer in front of my name.
Yeah, if you put Killer Zodiac, I don't,
KZ. That's what it is now.
That's how you would have to say the name on here right now once you say Killer.
If
like
he said,
what's that stand for?
If he said Killer Zodiac, everyone is going to put the pieces together and be like, okay, well, we're not going to that show because we know we're not coming home from it. be like, what month is it? Yeah, this is not a good time to be a Scorpio. Let me just stay home. Let me just stay home.
Go to the Zodiac Killer show.
Like on the wrong month. That could be either the best time or the end of your life. But, it's been fun having y'all on. Y'all got to come back. It's pretty lit. I enjoyed having y'all on here. Yeah, what do you think, Blizzard?
Feel good, man. Take over. Yeah.
Man, you got your Jesus piece on. You look like you're ready for the show.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. Woo Wednesday.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. What happened for your 2-for-1s? What? You slacking.
Yeah.
You slacking.
I'm sorry.
But, yeah, so
they got dollar Long Islands.
Long Islands are amazing.
They got dollar Long Islands?
Swing me one. Until I'm 21, swing me one. Y'all did not hear that. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. It's been very fun on our end. Well, my end personally. I enjoyed meeting new people, meeting you all. Y'all are great. But TGIW, I'm glad that y'all stayed tuned. Of course, you need to come back next week. This is a regular thing.
Naomi be back next week.
Yep, and I'll get to hug Big Sis. So stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, let's do to negotiate successfully. What can we do to negotiate successfully? It says silence can be a huge asset when you're negotiating or bargaining with someone. Most people feel deeply uncomfortable with silence, and they will do anything to try to break